A chilly, cloudy Sunday morning at the Renton Landing did not dampen the spirits of these folks, part of the record crowd for this year's annual Seahawks 12K. This is a multiple race event that also included the very popular Valley Medical 5K run walk and the kids race. The setting again this year was the Renton Landing, a vibrant commercial residential area with dozens of shops and restaurants and the brand new Dick's Sporting Goods. More about that in a minute. There was something for everyone at today's race, with Renton area businesses and organizations lending a hand to make the race a huge success. Let's start the run. The Seagulls were well represented again this year, and Blitz was on hand as the official starter. All right, the moment of truth.
3, 2, 1.
And the race is underway. The 12K and 5K started together, and this year a record number of 3,000 runners and walkers turned out for the event. The rain held off, and conditions were good for the trek back and forth up Lake Washington Boulevard to VMAC. There were so many participants this year, runners of all ages and skill levels, the stream of humanity just kept on coming. In fact, it took more than 10 minutes for the last runners and walkers to leave the start-finish area. Then, in a flash, just 16 minutes, 17 seconds after the start, Sean Franson came roaring home first in the 5K run.
Oh, it was great. This is probably one of the better organized races I've been to all year. I see the numbers have gone up considerably since last year. We got 3,000 entries this year, probably for both races, I think.
The women's 5K winner was a name and face familiar to running fans in the Pacific Northwest, Regina Joyce, still putting in the miles and still having fun.
During the week, I just run 45 minutes to an hour on my lunch break. And then on Saturday and Sunday, I'm like a weekend warrior. I get all my miles. And I've been running more marathons, a lot slower than I used to, but just having fun with it.
Also among the 5K runners were 3 really fast young ladies, all good friends and great runners.
Having everybody running, and it was fun running with a lot of people.
Yeah, it was pretty crowded out there, wasn't it?
Yeah, when we first started, it's like we didn't even get moving until everyone started out here. So,
okay, who's the fastest among all 3 of you?
one of those two.
Winding his way through the 5K runners was the winner of the 12K race, Joseph Gray, flying through the course in 37:42.
Yeah, it was real organized. We didn't get lost, which is always a worry of mine. If I think I'm going to be up front, I want to make sure we're going the right way.
All right, let's give away some more t-shirts.
It was kind of hilly, which is my style. If it's hilly, usually my chances are better to win, so I like that. So.
As you can see, the winners received Seahawk footballs, a very practical trophy for women's winner Sarna Becker.
Well, I've always been a Seahawks fan, and so it was a great race, and I'm glad to support the team even if they're on lockdown.
Now, and you got a football. Is that the first football trophy? I'm sure you've won other trophies.
Mm-hmm. This is definitely my first football trophy. Yes, I'll toss it around the yard.
That's good. I think it's supposed to stay in there, though.
I don't know. I've got 3 boys. They're going to make use of it. Things don't collect dust around our house.
After the race, I caught up with Kelly Stillwell, who opened Cafe Felice at the Landing a year ago with her husband Ron. The staff of 4, including the owners, were busy with a non-stop stream of customers. Always a good thing when you take the plunge into a new business.
One of the scariest things we've ever done in our lives, of course, but it's meeting our expectations, and we're anticipating growth as the Landing becomes bigger and bigger and more shops come in, and it's been fantastic.
Outstanding. Now, on a day like this is a little extra bonus because you got 3,000 more people here than normal. This is kind of fun.
It's extremely fun. We've got full staff on, all 4 of us, and having learned from last year a little bit, we think we've got it really well streamlined so people don't have to wait as long.
Over at the grand opening of Dick's Sporting Goods, we spoke with marketing manager Kate Buckner.
I've opened 9 in Oregon now and 1 up here in Washington, and this is right up there with the best of them. We've had a phenomenal community response.
That is outstanding. And, of course, it doesn't hurt to have a race with 3,000 people running out right outside your door.
Not at all. Couldn't ask for a better time to do it. Yeah, we love it. We love seeing everybody in here, and it's a phenomenal race and gives us a lot of traffic.
And speaking of traffic, the final running event of the day was about to start. The Seahawks Play 60 Kids Run, with about 200 little speedsters flying around the 400-meter course. A great way to wrap up the most successful Seahawks 12K in its short history. Tony Ventrella, Seahawks.com.